Hansi here, my good and reliable tradesperson, Vakakrosa Riziko and that journey. Everybody Botswana, they're doing FIFA in Australia. I'm like, nah. We got good quality people, Vanubata Basa in Gorin, Zimbabwe, and I am very happy to have a reliable team working on my project. This is Project 80 Squares. I think episode 4 or 5. I'll put the correct thing right here. We're talking about the foundation, guys, and I'm happy we are done with the foundation stage and the train has left the station. And let us go. If you have missed the other episodes, there's a playlist right here on YouTube, and I'll also try to put a link to the playlist for you guys to check in the description box. Okay, so we're going to talk about the foundation stages and some concerns that I have, right? So firstly, guys, let's talk about the stages that have passed inspection and what you can expect to be done on your own plot of land when you are building your small house in an urban area. Kuma town, rural areas, not sure how it's done, so I can only comment regarding inspections in towns from your council, right? Okay, so from the last episode, guys, we've done setting out, we've done excavations. I'm not sure if I should repeat that, but that's already covered in the previous episode. If you missed that, please go and check. I also talk about the costs of how much that cost to get done. Okay, this week we're talking about footing. That is when it became real. I did not even know what that is, so I'm learning new vocabulary as we go as well. Right, so the guys did footing. After footing, people from the council came. That was passed and I was happy. Then the next stage that came was the removal of vegetation. Honestly, I kept seeing these little stubs in the middle, of the foundation. I'm wondering why, damn me, right? But then I later on checked and said, hey, there's actually a stage where they then come through and they remove the roots, the tree stumps, and all of that is inside. So if you are concerned that people are starting to build, like your plan or your building site, don't stress. They will come through and they'll do a removal of the vegetation. After that, guys, they then did a backfill and compaction. On that one, guys, a lot of people use different materials. They buy rubble. The builders will be able to assist you where you can find rubble, where you can buy it and all of that. And the compaction, they did it manually. I know some of you guys will be wondering, like, oh, then did you have to hire equipment or whatever? No, they did the good old-fashioned way, manual labor. I'm not sure why they chose that. Could have been it is cheaper, but also, guys, it is just 80 square meters. I kept saying just, and I've told you guys, right now I'm living in a 45 square meter apartment, and I'm like yeah, so I am not saying it's not a lot of work, but it is a smaller place than they are used to, right? Okay, so that is the stages that have passed. When I say passed, I mean people from the council have come through and we've got sign off for the next stage, which is like starting to build. Now, oh yeah, quick thing, slab. Yes, guys, the slab has been done, but I don't have pictures of that, right? When they pour the concrete on top. If I do find it, I will remember to try and put it here. The cost, right? I won't be able to tell you how many cubic centimeters, how many, all of that. I didn't ask, unfortunately. It will be depending on the method of your builder, depending on your plan, everything. But so, like, guys, this is just a rough idea of how much it would cost you for the foundation of 80 squares, right? So just keep these numbers in mind. Lynn, stop waffling. Stones, I'm guessing they're those little stones. I paid $120. We bought river sand for $180. Bricks, we bought 7,500 bricks for $1,050. We bought water, $54. Setting out costs were $150. Excavation, $250. Brick force, $9. Cement, $400. Footing, $200. The total being $2,400 to do the foundation. Now, going back to my BOQ, I was given a BOQ of 13,000, let's just say $13,000. So for the foundation to be 2,400, I feel like that is fair. was still on target. We'll see, but I'm not complaining from my end. Now, someone did comment in my last video and said, hey, you don't need to pay the $150 for setting out. If you're good with your math, remember guys, form 4 math with those little math set, if you can do that, you can, with a bit of patience, you can set out from your own plan, because the measurements are already on the house plan. So that is someone there, and thank you for that comment. We're always looking for ways to save money. So speaking of saving money, guys, I do want to segue now to my concerns. Now guys, I am thinking of digging a well. $54 for water was our cost, and it sounds like it's just $54, but it's not just $54, guys. We haven't even started building. This is just the foundation. We've already spent $54. So I was thinking a well. From the groups that I follow on Facebook, Kuvaka, Zimbabwe, Musha, everyone has told me that it costs $250 to build a well. So that is something that I'm thinking we need to do and purchase, which was not on the BOQ, but which is a must for not only the project, but for water for the people that are there. Right now, I feel like the amount is even less than the money actually spent on the water, because my parents are the ones that are actually ferrying the water back and forth, using their fuel, and they gave me the 1,000-liter tanks for free. So those are some of the costs that I haven't mentioned that someone else incurred on our behalf. I'm forever grateful. So water, guys, well, it's being subsidized, free tanks and free ferrying of the water. So wow, thank you. No, that's the concern number 1. Concern number 2 is a cabin. We might need to purchase a cabin, simply because, yeah guys, my dad is old school. He keeps track of everything. Every day or every 2 days, he's been going to the site and dropping off things like cement, right, so that people don't stay there or whatever they need. My dad drives to the place and like drops it off. Now it's great. He's keeping an eye on things, but also if we've got a cabin, we can keep some of these things locked up, right, which is something we don't have on the site right now. We've gotten a budget quotation of around $200, so that is something that we also need to purchase going forth. I did have another concern that I raised, which was, I think my kitchen is tiny. Looking at it being built, I did measure it out, whatever, and what I had in mind, I do want a small closed kitchen, right, but I wanted to be big enough for it to have a table and chair. I don't like bar stools. I don't like islands. I've said this before, but I'm realizing that it might be too small for that. And also, I'm now thinking on my plan, there's a little portion that was drawn on the plan. At first, I thought it would be a cute hallway item to separate the bathroom and everything, but now I'm thinking it's wasted space. Why can't I take that space and make it into a little pantry in the kitchen? So that's something I'm just thinking about. And lastly, a road. We've had to create a road thanks to my dad. He put some stones on it. The soil there, when the trucks were delivering like they were struggling, so a road was made, and thank you again. And something that was going to cost me money was done by my parents for free. In conclusion, it is $2,400 for the foundation. Now, remember from the grocery list that we did, the shopping list that we did, guys, when we bought the material, I'm not sure if they used everything. I'm sure maybe some things will be left over for the next stage. Covered everything. What do you guys think? What I'm loving, guys, the guys are neat, the guys are on time. When they say they are going to be there at this time, they're there. So timelines are being adhered. The guys from the council are doing an amazing job. They're showing up, signing us off, and overall, I'm happy and I can't wait for the next stage. Remember, you are amazing. Don't let anyone tell you others. Until next time.